What's up, y'all? Gideon here. We're just going to take a few moments to kind of talk about the channel, talk a little bit about my motivations, what you can expect when you're here, and perhaps how you can help. First off, we recognize that there's a lot of people that are unhappy with the game. There's a lot of, in my opinion, whining and crying. We're talking about crybaby type stuff, but you can't change anything that way. The only way you can fix something is you got to get up and make it happen. So now it's my turn. I'm getting up. We're making a YouTube channel. So one of the things we hear oftentimes is the game is not new player friendly. So we're going to go ahead and check that out. We made a new account, a baby account, and it's going to have labeling on it like this if the baby account is being referenced. It might say new account. It'll definitely say month whatever somewhere on the thumbnail. Then you'll know that that account has been active for this long, and that's what we've been able to accomplish. So we're trying to see what can a new player accomplish within the span of a year. That's the experiment. So please stay tuned and check it out here. To help clarify things even a little bit further, thumbnails that have red, orange, yellow, and again, they're going to have that month on it. That's going to usually be referring to the baby account. Many times we'll contrast what the new account can do compared to what the mature account can do. Then you'll know what characters are to invest in. If they work well in the late game, will they also work well in the early game? We'll also be taking a look at which characters are actually accessible. Just because they're good in a late game doesn't mean you're able to get your hands on them early. From time to time, we'll have things that are shout out explicitly for the new player. So obviously take advantage of that. And I need any feedback that you can give so we can mold and refine this process to be even better. Also, keeping in line with that color scheme, if you see something that's blue, purple, violet, generally speaking, that's going to be from the perspective of the main account. So it's end-game content, and I'm not afraid to use the strategies that are out there in the community. And I'll give people credit. Right? If you've watched my videos, you've heard me reference other creators. I say where I got the information from, use it to my advantage, and that's right. That's what we should be doing. That's how you build a community. We'll try to dive deep as we can into the blog posts. There's information there, right? We need to interpret it for the end game player versus the beginner player. And sometimes the information there gets confusing. People start to argue. So we'll go ahead and see if we can lay some of that stuff out from time to time so we're able to take advantage of the information at the proper time. And then we have our counterpoint series where we're kind of pushing back, as it were, against some of the statements that we've seen come up in the community here and there. Maybe another content creator, maybe something we saw on Reddit, maybe just a belief about the game. Maybe it's true, maybe it's not. We're going to push back a little bit and simply ask the question why. We're not trying to start any trouble. We're not trying to get any beef going. But for us to enjoy the game, we have to have the correct information. And the only way we can do that is by asking questions. So sometimes you got to push back against the grain to get the proper answer. And please be mindful. I'm doing all of this free to play, especially the baby account. No money spent. On the big boy account, I'm down with 5 character shards for $5. But I am not a spender. I am not a whale. I'm a regular cat. I'm a regular blue collar dude, just like you. So let's go ahead and get this thing done together. As always, I'm looking for any feedback, any information, anything you need a guy to dig into so we can go ahead and get this thing done.